So no residual effects from Saturday?
None at all. None at all. I mean, I'm sure a lot of guys are upset over the loss, especially the in-state guys, but they got to flush that and really get back and focus on what our goals are. We missed one, and the next one is to win the ACC Championship, and all their focus and attention and time need to be on that.
The coach.
Where's this offense's confidence level at right now after two straight losses?
Still high. It's kind of like a domino effect every time we go out there. It's this little problem which creates this, which leads to us not converting on the third down or a mistimed throw here or there. And it's all stuff that is correctable, which is the most encouraging.
Could it be as simple as one play?
Or one player. Yeah, it is that simple. Having Phillip Price out there could cause all the problems to go away. Our senior left tackle who has done a tremendous job for us and protecting for Taj, and with him out of the picture, we've struggled and had some struggles, and just getting guys healthy and ready to play and back focused and ready to win an ACC championship, like I said.
How do you flush that loss? Because if you listen to talk radio today or message board, that's human nature is to kind of linger on a game like that, I guess.
I'm already over it. I understand the significance of the game this weekend, what we're playing for. ACC Championship that hasn't been won here in over 20 years, a BCS bowl game that hasn't been achieved in over 30 years. So, with that said, the South Carolina game, okay, we didn't win. It's a rivalry, but here we're facing something, 20 times bigger. It's just a bigger game, and the South Carolina game just doesn't have any significance anymore.
Are you surprised, though, that in the way that you lost the game? I mean, three straight blowouts to them, is that...
The whole 3 times, that really doesn't matter to me. Like, the way that we lost this weekend was a big surprise to me because I knew the preparation and the team that was going into the game, and again, we just didn't do the things necessary to win.
What do you make of, because Landon, coaches, other players are saying the practices have been so good. Teams typically play the way they practice, but it hadn't translated over to the playing field. What do you think the disconnect has been?
So like I said, a couple guys playing out of position, and give it South Carolina. They wanted to win also. They have guys on scholarship, like Coach likes to say, and their guys came out and played well.
How much momentum can you take from going up to Blacksburg and beating the Miss Town as you did, when looking back on that film and saying, well, we did this, we did that sort of thing?
Not a lot. Not a lot, being honest. Virginia Tech's a very improved team, and they have some different personnel on defense because of injuries. And that defensive personnel that stepped in there is playing at a higher level, I feel like. For example, the middle linebacker who stepped in for Bruce, he's a downhill type guy. He makes plays in the backfield, and that's a lot different than their starter.
Yeah.
Is there a sense you need a win Saturday to sort of salvage some of the big goals you had at one point this season?
There's a sense that we need to win this Saturday to bring ACC Championship back. This is what we play for. If you don't play to win a championship, then I don't understand the reason for you playing. That's just me. This game, it is this season. This is what we set out, to work for, to achieve. We don't just set our goals to go to a bowl game, to have 6 wins to go to a bowl game. We set our goals in place for a reason, and that's to change just a simple program into a winning program. We don't want a winning team year in or a couple years out of a 10-year span. We want a winning program over a span of 10 years, and that's the reason that we set our goals out the way we do. And to start the year, one of our goals was to win the ACC Championship. And
so
we have that this weekend.
From a perception standpoint, then, what's at stake Saturday?
I hate to, make this whole thing dramatic, but I mean, it is. Everything. Everything is this Saturday. Everything is this Saturday, and I'm sure Virginia Tech feels the same way. It's like I said, you set out each year at the beginning of the year, at the beginning of the season, you set your goals, and if winning the ACC championship or winning a championship of some type isn't one of those goals, then you're playing for nothing.
Would you agree that practice has been as good the past couple weeks as it was a month ago?
It's been good. It's been good, but it needs to be great this week, and it will be.
But you hadn't seen any drop off?
No drop off at all. The guys, we've had every motivational speak that you can think of, every YouTube video, every movie clip, and the one I'm waiting for is actually the Any Given Sunday speech from Allen. But we're motivated. We know what we're playing for. Motivation, practice is not going to be the key. It's just guys understanding the significance and the caliber of the game that they're getting into this Saturday.
Sounds like you're confident that y'all are still capable of the kind of performance you had in Blacksburg 2 months ago. Or whatever
I am. Yeah, it's. I operate under the thought that it's not the other team. It's not Virginia Tech. It's not Logan Thomas at quarterback. It's not David Wilson in the backfield. It's how well we execute our game plan to win. It's how well that Dwayne takes his right foot and whenever we're running the read zone or a zone play to the right and puts it, at 6 inches instead of a foot. It's how well do we execute our game plan to win, not the opposing team.
What movie clips have you seen?
Oh man, it's been everything and tons of YouTube video. We had a great actual motivational speaker from Britain to come from England to come a couple weeks back, but that was during when we was 5. I think it might have been right before the Virginia Tech. He talked about smart, just thinking and the different thought processes of championship teams and winners. And he was actually pretty cool. But we've had tons of motivational stuff there to last us the whole year, last us the whole another season. And motivating our guys, just like I said, is not going to be a problem. It's just sitting them down and letting them know and really getting into their head the significance of this game. And so that, those little mistakes that we've been having don't come out and don't cost us in this game.
How was the bus ride back Saturday night?
Quiet, which it should be. When you lose, it doesn't need to be a celebration on the bus, and the guys know that, and they were, quiet, and with me, anytime I lose, I'm sick. That loss plays through my head. Different plays throughout the game play through my head over and over until the next game is over.
You're known for saying things to players. Chad Morris has said when you talk, even he listens. You planning on saying anything to your teammates this week?
Whatever comes over my heart to say to them. I've been fortunate enough to be a part of a team to play for the ACC Championship and lose. And I say fortunate because I know what it feels like to lose, and I don't want that feeling again.
Is there anything you can say or do as a teammate to motivate Taj and pick him up with kind of the slump he's in right now?
There's nothing I can say. There's nothing I can say, and I really don't feel like Taj is in a slump. He's just like any other player, except for his MAs are magnified because he's at the quarterback position. There's plenty of times throughout. It's like I talked about the NC State game last week, how I didn't take the right footwork on the third down and cost us on that play, which could have been a pivotal moment in the game. Same difference at the quarterback position. Their mistakes are just magnified because they're who everyone is looking at on every play.
Was the sideline different Saturday than maybe at Maryland?
Nah, the sideline was great. Guys were into the game. Guys were motivated. Guys were hopping around, excited, and really encouraging.
It's probably oversimplifying, but all 3 losses have been on the road, and you haven't lost at home. Any theories on how that sort of plays out in a neutral site, or does it matter?
I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters.